Alrighty, welcome back to Let's Play Threads of Fate Rue's story on this beautiful Good Friday. Good Friday today. Can't believe it's already Easter. It's crazy. Feels like it just... it doesn't feel like it came out of nowhere because we've been planning for Easter for like the last month, but it felt like it was 3 weeks away, and then 2 weeks away, and then it was just like, oh, it's in 3 days. So, yeah. Are we just going... Who is this guy? Might end up dead if you don't take a deep breath and calm down. Remember, the secret to longevity is composure. This guy's trying to give me life advice. Are we just going to the tower here, or is there something else we can do? I think we're just going to the tower. I still have this bracer to buy. Just do it, see how it goes. Just see what happens. Think we'll get another ridiculous puzzle. Oh, I guess that was later. This tower was pretty straightforward. Claire, I'm coming. This tower was a lot of combat. Hey, what's up, fool? Baited like the dumb fish you are. Trapmaster. You're one of them. No duh, you're scared now, huh? Where do you think you're going? What, you think you could just walk out of here? Dumb. Very, very dumb. She's just gonna stand in my way. Oh, hey! You ain't going nowhere. I'm going up. Blah ha ha ha. About time you caught on. Don't even think about escaping. I rigged this door with a little surprise. You got no choice but up. Brother, I came here on my own volition. Like, I'm not trying to leave. Who's trying to leave? Let's see what this guy does. Oh my. Oh, I could be a pumpkin? Yeah. Also, apparently I can blow up. I don't know if that's a good idea. I can't blow up because they keep attacking me. Oh! I really like this song. Oh, the music's like... Hold on, let me reset my capture card. The music keeps going in and out. Hopefully that fixes it. We switched to this capture card because the other one was doing that. Now this one's doing it. 10 out of 10 game can be pumpkin. Maybe I should go back to internal capture cards. Using externals. But, keep having issues with them. The internal capture cards were annoying because, like, resetting. You couldn't, like, reset them. Ooh, 2 gold coins. That's big. Like, the externals are nice because you can just plug them out, like, unplug them and plug them back in when there's an issue. The internals, like, you can't really do that. Upgrade the best room in the game. And back in the day, externals were terrible because of the lag, but now they're lagless, so you know, I tried doing externals. They've been working really well, but these last 2, like, suddenly just started having problems. Jumping in this game. Like, just 1 coyote frame would have made such a difference. Can I just, like, fly over this? This dude's got, like, a double jump. Ow. This dude's got a double jump. But I think his jump is, like, not as good as Rue's. Oh god, his jump is terrible. What? What are we doing? Seems like the gargoyle was supposed to be, like, a big deal for Rue. Like, it shows him transforming into the gargoyle during the opening. But you only ever fight the gargoyle, like, once. That first part in the jungle. I, like, haven't seen a gargoyle since. So I can't transform into him because I never see him. Oh, I thought I fell. Apparently there's a platform down there. How's it going, Platonic? Good to see you, man. I gotta say, my initial thought about Rue is definitely true. He's a lot less useful than Min. Min has so many tools. Rue only has what the game gives him in each area, which is usually not great. But Rue himself is pretty nice. He's got nice range. I can just whack stuff. Another 2 gold coins. Very nice. Ooh, I could be the witch? I can shoot stuff with a cannon. That's kind of funny. I can't even move. But it's kind of funny. Can I shoot these guys from here? Oh my god, I only have, like, cardinal directions. I can't, like, fine-tune my aim here. I could barely shoot anywhere. What is this? This is so bad. Oh, you... I forgot how annoying this room is. We made it to the, like, the final floors of the Parasite Eve Super Dungeon. We got blasted by the boss, though. So we have to redo, like, an hour of floors. But we have a plan now for the boss. Once we get back to him. We at least made it to the end. Which was quite the task. It's crazy. It's taken us like 6 or 7 hours just to get to the bottom of it. 3 gold coins, holy crap. And I had to play through the entire game again to get strong enough to be able to do it. Well, not the entire game, but up to the finale. Up to the point of no return. A lot of people were saying, like, they didn't even try the dungeon until, like, New Game Plus Plus or Plus Plus Plus. But I was able to get to the bottom just on regular New Game Plus. Whether or not I can beat it remains to be seen, but I made it to the bottom at least. I do like the spin attack. Oh, I hope I start this cutscene as a pumpkin. Claire! I still can't believe it. I've missed you so much. Come on, let's go home. Ha ha ha. Claire, what's wrong? Why are you laughing? Ah ha ha. Oh, Rue. Just look at you, crying like a baby. Claire, Claire. You're so cute. How could anyone not laugh? Who are you? Hold on one sec. Voila, I'm Mode Master. Thank you, Rue. I had so much fun pulling your leg. Why? Why else to lure you here? It worked like a charm. You're so full of passion. Please don't hold a grudge, okay? I have to admit, I became very envious of Claire. To be cherished so much that you'd risk your life for her. She must have been a very special lady. Shut up! Oh, poor baby. You know, you can't do it. Yet you can't do it. My washer is done. It's making noise. How pitiful. You thought Claire was alive. You came here desperately hoping that she could actually come back to life. Now your hope has been shattered. Claire is dead, and that's the fact. Damn you! Uh-oh, he's going Super Saiyan. Yes, I can sense it. I feel your rage piercing into my bones. But that's not enough. There is much greater power resting in you. Shut up, I don't care. I will help you bring it out. Do you remember this? That hand. That's right. I killed Claire. He's dead. You're dead. Dead! Rage has awakened you, just like 3 years ago. I'll tell you right now, you can never defeat me. Do I get any, like, special power while I'm this, or... I can block, apparently? That's my special power? So that I can block now? Kind of an odd special power. It'd be cool if I at least got like a new combo or something. Am I winning? Also, I don't think I can transform. Yeah, like I can't transform. I've just lost power instead of gaining it. How long are we gonna have to do this for, or is this just my life now, or what? Hello? Am I doing something wrong? He has no health bar. Am I supposed to, like... I don't understand. It just keeps saying press triangle to block. What? I'm blocking. Okay, I was supposed to lose? What? I'm so confused. I told you, you can never defeat me. Ag. It's time for the final step. Dollmaster, what is going on? Good of you to come, Your Highness. I was just about to call you from your chambers. What just happened here? Answer me at once. Very well. You are no longer of any use to me. Psychomaster, get the book. Brutal. What do you think you're doing? Now, Rouge, show me your true power. Gizmo, Gaia, Gaius. To you, born of dew, I command. Accept your destiny and release your powers. That's it. Tear the book apart. My goodness, the book is being destroyed. What is this place? It's the Book of Cosmos. The book is a gateway to the cosmos. Right now, you and I are in space. You're... Ah! My goodness, Dollmaster showed you no mercy. Try to stay still. Thank you. I must say I'm surprised. You're associated with my sister, yes? I figured you would be a hopeless ruffian just like her. Her sister? I still can't believe it. The Book of Cosmos has been dismantled. The book is an Aeon relic. Dollmaster is a powerful magician, but he couldn't have done this. It's impossible. The book must have been dismantled by something else. Rue, it was you. There's incredible power resting within you. That glowing stone on your forehead. It doesn't look like an ordinary stone. I believe it holds tremendous powers. I'm an alien? I don't know anything about this stone. Actually, I don't know who I am. I don't know anything about myself. Come with me. We'll go see Athanasius? Athanasius? He's the Aeon who created the Book of Cosmos. I'm sure he'll be able to answer all your questions. I thought Aeons were all dead. You're right, Athanasius died a few hundred years ago. But just before his death, Athanasius sealed his spirit in the Book of Cosmos. To this day, he still resides here. But only in spirit. Do you really think we would know anything? He would know anything about me? Athanasius is a powerful Aeon. There is nothing that he doesn't know. In any case, we must see him. Without his help, we won't be able to escape from this world. I am here. Well, why is the E and the R not capital? I am here. That's Athanasius? Yes, as you can see, Athanasius has merged with the Book of Cosmos. Your Highness, what has happened? My greatest creation has been destroyed in the blink of an eye. What power in this world is capable of such a feat? I'm not sure, but I believe the stone on this man's forehead caused this. This chaos started when that glowing stone began to shine brilliantly. What? Athanasius? You! That stone! Yes, that stone has the power to destroy my book! Please tell me, what is this stone? Bah! Just looking at that wretched stone disgusts me. Of course, you are his servant. He has sent me you here to destroy me. Servant? I don't understand. You cannot fool me. There is no doubt you are Balin's servant. Balin's servant? Silence! Your evil intentions are obvious. You plan to destroy me and resurrect Valin to acquire the Dew Prism. Dew Prism? I will not allow it. Never. That relic will only invite disaster. Valin must not be resurrected. I must stop you at all cost. Athanasius, stop this at once. It's too late. Yeah, this took a turn. Ow. He's attacking me with his mustache. It's really interesting how different the story is already panned out, but also somehow Maya is still like involved, which is pretty weird. I find this incredibly strange that my superpower is basically I can block now, but I can't transform anymore. Like, why am I worse now? I mean, blocking is kind of nice, though. What the? That was a very odd boss fight. Well, he's dead. What's going on? Your power is useless. This is my world. I cannot perish. Ah. Ignorant wretch, you amuse me. How dare you challenge my sovereign power? Sovereign power? What a joke. No! Die! Now your powers will be mine. Just another overrated Aeon. How ridiculously weak. Have you gone mad? You fool, what have you done? Don't even bother, your highness. I have absorbed Athanasius's powers. Your magic is useless against me now. That explains why you destroyed the book. Yes, it was the only way I could take his powers. I don't understand. He destroyed the book, but we're in the book? Or like, well, I don't... Doesn't make any sense. With Rue's help, of course. But why? Also, this song. Did this song play during Mint's story? Because this song is fire. That bass. I love this. What is the reason behind all this? Tell me at once. As you wish. The time has come to reveal who we are. You and I, Rue. We were brought to this world for one reason alone. Our fate was determined long ago. This is really interesting because we didn't get like any history on Dollmaster in Mint's story. He was basically just the bad guy. There once was a great Aeon. His powers rivaled those of the gods. This Aeon made an incredible relic. That relic embodies all the forces in the universe. It is the purest form of crystal. Life, space, time, even logic and willpower are under the dominion of this relic. With the ability to control time and all of nature's creations, it is the ultimate power in this universe. That relic is called the Dew Prism. Dew Prism defines the heavens, the earth, time, and life. In essence, it is a microcosm of our universe. To inherit Dew Prism is to inherit the universe. Valen created Dew Prism, he hoped to become a god. But the incalculable power of the relic brought about his downfall. The other Aeons were startled by Valen's creation and saw their peer as a major threat. Eventually they became mad from fear and envy and attacked him. The Aeons showed no mercy and destroyed Valen. Was Valen killed? Yes, we just said, Maya. Pay attention to the story. His body was destroyed, but not his spirit. Valen sealed himself in another dimension, and he has taken the Dew Prism with him. Valen bides his time in an impregnable dimension. All the while his enemies age and die. Despite all their powers, Aeons are not immortal. With every passing moment, his enemies dwindle. And now they're all dead! I have just destroyed Valen's last enemy, Athanasius. Wait, does that mean Valen is going to be resurrected? Not yet. Like I said, Valen has sealed himself inside an impregnable dimension. It can't be destroyed from the outside or inside, and Valen himself hasn't removed the seal to escape. At this point, Valen and his Dew Prism will be confined in the dimension forever. Valen must not be resurrected. Athanasius? That fool is imprisoned inside his own creation. Only the dolls of Valen can break the seal. What? Dolls of Valen? Alas! If only the dolls of Valen did not exist, he could not return. Curse you both! Curse you both! What a pitiful sight. You should have died long ago with your peers, Athanasius. How does it feel to die knowing that your enemy is going to be resurrected? You are nothing compared to Valen. Ah ha ha! Poof. Athanasius is dead. Nothing can stop Valen's resurrection now. The time has finally come for the dolls of Valen to fulfill their duty. What? What are you talking about? I'm sure you know by now. Thank you, Clipless. Thank you, Emperor. Before sealing himself in his dimension, Valen created many dolls with special powers and hid them all over the world. They were created for the sole purpose of one day breaking the seal and resurrecting him. Rue, you are but one of Valen's creations. The stone on your forehead, it is a life stone, a fragment of the dew prism. I was about to say, I wonder if it's a fragment of the dew prism. Which is interesting. It holds powers beyond this world. It is what destroyed the Book of Cosmos. Look, Valen remains locked in his dimension. You have the power to free him, you and your life stone. It is your duty. My duty? Yes, our duty. We exist for Valen. It is our duty to bring him back to this world. The time has come to resurrect our sovereign. With the dew prism, Valen will be invincible. He will become a god and reign over the universe. So, if you wanted me to help you resurrect Valen, why did you randomly kill my girlfriend? No. You're lying. I don't care what you say. I'm not Valen's doll. Of course. You have completely lost your memory, as I have lost my powers. What are you talking about? Perhaps this will convince you. Oh my god, it took his nose off. That stone. How? We're the same, Rue. We are dolls of Valen, and that makes you my brother. You awakened 5 years ago. I awakened 100 years ago. Unlike you, I retained everything. I remembered my duty as Valen's creation. Unfortunately, I am Valen's failed creation. Look at my stone. My life stone is dead. It has no power. I cannot fulfill our duty alone. That's why you came after me? Yes, 3 years ago, that night. Why? Why did you kill Claire? You only wanted me. You killed her for no reason. That was an accident. I had no intention of killing her. I never imagined she would be so frail. You bastard. Why were you attacking us, though? I don't understand. Calm down. After we fulfill our duty, I'll bring that woman back to life. Once Valen is resurrected, we can use the power of the dew prism to revive her. That will solve everything. Once she comes back to life, you and I will no longer be enemies. Why were we enemies in the first place? I don't understand. It doesn't matter. I'll never forgive you. You think everything's going to be fine if you just bring her back? You're just toying with her life. Like I told you, you are my brother. I have no intention of fighting you. You fought me twice. Rue, I have waited for you for so long. Now let us fulfill our duty together. I'm not your brother. I don't need your help. I'm going to bring Claire back on my own. That's my only duty. Yeah, no, you blew it, dude. Like, you probably could have made this work if you didn't just randomly fight me twice. So, you have no intention of joining me? Never. You're not my brother. You're just a monster. So be it. I will fulfill our duty on my own. What are you talking about? You said you don't have the power. I have absorbed Athanasius' powers. With his powers, I'll be able to revive Prima Doll. That doll can remove the seal at the lake ruins and open the path to Valen's fortress where he rests. Hey! Farewell. What happened to Dollmaster? He's gone. He must be heading to the lake ruins. The only thing on that traitor's mind is Valen's relic, Duprism. If Dollmaster resurrects Valen, it'll be the end of the world. Can't you stop him with the Book of Cosmos? I'm afraid not. With Athanasius gone, the book has lost its power. I'm completely helpless now. What's going on? Man, this is so different. This is so different from Mint's story. And I love how, like, the way everything, not only the way everything's panning out, but, like, the way the story's told feels so different. Mint's was more, like, personality-based. Like, it was much more about the relationships of the characters. And Ruse is way more about, like, the actual lore. We learn way more about Dollmaster and the dolls, what they even mean, and who Rue is, and how the power works and stuff. Like, Mint's was way more like personality based. It was her and her sister working together to defeat the evil. They didn't even really understand what the evil was. They just defeated it. The dolls like turning on Dollmaster and actually helping Mint and Maya, you know, like it was very much about like the relationships between the characters. Here, like, it's basically just been Rue on his own most of the time. It is funny that Maya ended up still being part of things, though. It has finally arrived. The long-awaited return of Valen and the Dew Prism. Valen's fortress. I must go there at once. It will be an honor to accompany you. Your 100-year wait is finally over. I trust you will take care of everything. Don't worry about it. We'll cover things down here. My lord, I wish I could have accompanied you to the end. You two have served me well. I thank you both. No, we owe you everything, my lord. Our lives would have ended in meaningless battles without you. You have even granted us names. You have freed us from our dismal fate. See, like, this is so interesting because I don't know if, like, you know, depending on where this goes, maybe Mode Master and Trap Master end up turning on him anyways. But the way it's looking like right now, it looks like they're actually sticking with Dollmaster to the end, whereas in Mint's story, they, like, double-crossed him. Which is funny because, like, if you were to ask me at the start of the game, which one of the character stories will have Trap Master and Mode Master turning on Dollmaster, I would have said Ruse, because Rue is like the good guy, and they would have like seen how good he is, and like, you know. Meanwhile, Mint is like a jerk, so why would they join her, right? But it's actually the opposite, because Mint's story is way more about the characters and the personalities and stuff, and Mint like shows them the error of their ways through her own crazy way. And so in her story, they end up, like, realizing that Dollmaster is bad. Whereas in Rue's story, since Rue's doing all this, like, alone, and he hasn't really created any relationships with anyone, he's just on his mission, they don't end up doing that. Which is really cool. Kyrie, I'm counting on you. I pray we will meet again, my lord. Narcissus, take care of yourself. Man, you gave him the name Narcissus? I mean, I guess he does kind of look like a Narcissus, if you look at him. Hey, I ain't gonna die. Of course. Carwin, let's go. Yes, my lord. Please fulfill your duty, Rusian. I like how he has Ru in his name. Farewell. So much more happens in Ru's story. We actually learn who the dolls are, and like why everything is happening the way it's happening, and they all get their own names, and the Book of Cosmos gets blasted, and we meet another Aeon. So much more happens here than in Min's story. My goodness, that fortress, it's brimming with evil. I have to go. What? I have to go there. Dew Prism, it's the only way to save Claire. You still insist on getting the Dew Prism? The power that can destroy the world? I know, but I have to. When Dollmaster used me to destroy your book, I was a helpless puppet. I can't believe we're both dolls of Valen, and he's far more powerful than I am. But I can't give up. I have to defeat him no matter what. He killed Claire. I'll never be at peace until he's dead. I don't know anymore. I don't know what to do or what to believe. I might end up destroying the world. Ru. I'm still sure of one thing. When Claire was killed, I promised I would bring her back. I know I'm just a doll. My feelings probably aren't real. But that promise I made was real. I know it was. I have to get to Valen's fortress somehow. There's got to be a way. All I need is a pair of wings. I don't know. I think Ru's story is listed first when you go to pick them. But there's no indication that you're supposed to play one or the other. There isn't like a, you know, it doesn't even say like Ru's is easier or harder or anything. Like it just lists both of them and that's it. And I don't really know, like, if someone were to play this and say like, which story should I play first? I'm not even sure which one I would say, because I think they both have their merits. I think Mint's is easier. So maybe playing Mint's story first would be better. But I think playing Mint's story with the extra context of Ru's story would be, like, better. So I don't know. I think both could work, which is probably the way they wanted to design it. That was probably their intention. You would definitely have more context. Whoa, these are worth a lot. You would definitely have more context if you played Ru's first, but I also kind of like the fact that I played Mint's first, and now I'm getting all the context for the stuff I saw in Mint's story, and I'm like, oh, that's why that, you know. So. Oh, they're 5K? Let's get a defense up. Yeah, like, but that's what I was saying before, like, it's really cool how we're telling not the same story, but a similar story. But it's almost like you had two different game directors at the helm. One wanted to tell a story with, like, big lore and like a lot of details and twists and turns and stuff, and then the other one wanted to make a story more about people and how they react to certain things, and how someone who is like all about herself can end up learning to be about other people, and relationships breaking and reconvening and breaking and reconvening, like, you know. So it's almost like you had two different directors that wanted to not take the story in different paths, but tell them in different ways. And they were like, why not both? You know, and then just did both. And I really like that, because a lot of times when I play games with multiple characters or like whatever, I don't think I've ever played a game that's really done that. Usually it's just kind of the stories go different ways and then end up meeting at the end, or, you know, they go completely different paths, but they're told in similar ways and they're done in similar ways because it's the same team doing both, you know. But here it almost feels like a totally different mindset went into each story. Like for example, we just did Octopath, right? And Octopath had 8 different stories we had to play out. But each story felt very similar in that, like, they were written similarly. They had 1 or 2 characters that they, like, that brought their personality out. But then, like, the overarching story was usually something like, they were all, like, character-driven plots. And then the lore behind the character that they were defeating added to the lore of the overall world. So, like, there was a little bit of lore and a little bit of personality, and they were all kind of, like, personal stories that showed how that character grew as a person. But they were all like that. They were all similar to that, you know? Whereas here, it feels so different. Mint's story was just 9,000 miles per hour the whole time. We didn't really learn a lot about the world. Like, we learned about Valen, and we learned about the relic, because that's what Mint cared about. She cared about the relic, so we learned a lot about the relic. But, like, she didn't care about Dollmaster. Dollmaster was like, I am the blah, and she was just like, shut up! You know, and that's the way that the story was told, was like, every time someone started to explain something, Mint was just like, shut up! And then it just went on, you know? So, like, it was told in a way that made sense for Mint. And then here, it makes a lot more sense to, like, actually learn about these characters because it matters for Rue's story and, like, his past and who he is. So, it's just really cool. Like, I never would have thought that's how it was going to go. I just figured the events would be slightly different or something. But, yeah, I really like that idea. It makes me want to kind of take this concept in another route where, like, imagine if Octopath Traveler was like that. Where, like, almost each story was almost, like, told in a completely different way. Maybe you had, like, and I don't think this would be better for Octopath, but just as an example, like, what if Octopath was told in a way where, like, hold on, let me get I'm gonna botch their names because there's 8 of them. Are you serious? This page has their pictures and not their names. So, like, Honnet's story. Imagine if Honnet's story was, like, just combat most of the time. Like, there wasn't a lot of story actually told. Like, it was just more of, like, story told through combat, right? And then, like, Theriion's story was almost like a Dishonored style thing where, like, you learn the story on your own. The story doesn't tell itself to you. You have to learn it through your actions. So, like, if you steal something, then the character loses that thing, and then their story goes a certain way. And if you don't steal it, then their story goes another way. And like, you can pick up details about some of the characters by reading their secret journal in their room or something. But then if you don't read the secret journal, then you just never learn about that character. So like a Dishonored way, where like the story is really what you make it. Maybe Alphen's story could have been like a typical like lore dump about, you know, his life and medicine and how like, or I don't know, you know, these are just examples. Ophelia could have been like a more personal, like kind of like Mint story where it was about like her and her sister and their relationship. But like, I'm just thinking like, how many different ways could you like give the story to the player to where it could be completely different? Because every Octopath story, although they were very unique, they were all told through a beginning, middle, and end with text and dialogue. Like, you know, it was all similar. Just a cool idea. Maybe one day I could make a game like that. Yeah, multiple characters and their stories are told in completely different ways. The only game I could ever make would be an RPG Maker game, and I think that would be pretty hard to do through RPG Maker. But who knows? Maybe. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I figured I would talk to what's his name, but oh, maybe I have to talk to Klaus. But yeah, I give this game major props for really giving us a reason to play both stories. If I had known that this was the way both stories were going to play out, I would have 100% like been down to play both from the start. Because I had no idea that they were going to be this different. You want to know how to get to that fortress? I haven't the slightest clue. Maybe you should go talk to Mel. She might be able to come up with something. Of course. When in doubt, talk to Mel. When in doubt, talk to Mel. The golden rule of Threads of Fate.